Hey there, Pioneer! Buckle up, because today we're diving deep into one of the most sizzling debates in the Pi network community, the GCV value. You've probably heard all sorts of whispers and rumors floating around. Pi is going to be worth $314,159. It sounds like a dream, right? But wait, is this real or just a wild fantasy? Before you hit the panic button or start celebrating too soon, let's break it down together in a fun and interactive way, and trust me, the truth might surprise you. But first, let me ask you this. What do you think Pi is truly worth? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to catch up on our previous videos for the latest Pi network updates. Links in the description, and while you're at it, let's light up the comments with a little Pi spirit. Comment Pi network to the moon, and don't forget to include your country's name to show where all the Pi love is coming from. Let's see how global we are. If you're enjoying these Pi updates and want more deep dives like this, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with your fellow pioneers, and subscribe for all the latest Pi network content. Your support helps us keep bringing you the freshest insights. Just a quick heads up. This video is for entertainment purposes only and isn't investment advice of any kind, so relax and enjoy the ride. Alright, pioneers, let's get into it. You're probably wondering, is the GCV value of Pi coin real or fake? Well, the answer is kinda tricky. It's not just black or white, it's both true and false. I know, that sounds confusing, but stick with me. It's like one of those movies where the plot twists keep you on the edge of your seat. Here's the deal. The GCV, Global Consensus Value, is sort of like a legend in the Pi world. People dream about it. Communities talk about it like it's the Holy Grail. But if you really dig deep, it's not that simple. Yes, there are pioneers out there who believe that Pi's value should hit that massive $314,159 mark. They even hold conferences, trade fairs, and fancy events where they use Pi coins with that value in mind. It's like they've created their own little Pi utopia where that price is the norm. And for them, it works. In their tightly knit group, this GCV dream feels totally real. Now here's where things get interesting. Those same folks hope the entire world will get on board with this idea. Imagine that. They believe that if everyone just agrees on the GCV value, it'll make Pi worth that magical number globally. But, and it's a big but, that's not really happening. Because these trades often involve small, low-value items. And guess what? They're only happening during special events, not every day. So, while their world revolves around the GCV, the rest of us are still waiting for Pi to find its true place in the global market. But hold up, there's another side to this coin, pun intended. Some groups are playing the GCV game a little more fairly. Imagine a group where when you sell something at the GCV price, you can also buy stuff at that price. Fair trade, right? Some of these folks are even working on an app where you collect GCV points by trading at these prices. Pretty cool, huh? But before you start loading up your Pi wallet, there's a catch. You need to sell something first at GCV value to get in on the fun. It's like a members-only club with a secret handshake. So are you still with me? Here's the takeaway. The GCV holds some truth, but only for certain pockets of the Pi community. If you're hanging out with these groups, trading Pi for goods at $314,159, then in their world, the GCV is real. You control the value of your goods, and that's awesome. But expecting everyone else, and I mean the whole world, to agree with that value, that's a bit of a stretch, to say the least. It's like trying to convince the entire world to agree on what the best pizza topping is. Spoiler, it's always going to be a debate between pineapple lovers and haters. Let's get real for a second. While these GCV groups are doing their thing, the rest of the world is still making their own decisions. Plenty of people are ready to trade Pi at much lower prices, like $10 or even less than $1. It's not because they're trying to burst anyone's bubble, but because Pi Network is a decentralized project. That means there's no one-size-fits-all price, no magic number that everyone has to agree on. The market, driven by the good old forces of supply and demand, will ultimately decide Pi's global value. And that's how it should be. After all, decentralization is the heart and soul of Pi Network, right? Oh, and here's the kicker. Right now, Pi Network has around 65 million users, which, let's be honest, is huge but still just a drop in the ocean compared to the global population. As Pi grows and more people join, do you really think these newcomers will just hop on the GCV bandwagon? Probably not. They'll want to figure out their own value for Pi based on what they're offering or looking for, and that's a good thing. It's how a real market develops, with different people bringing different ideas and needs to the table. So, what does this all mean for you, Pioneer? Essentially, the global consensus value, GCV, is more of a playful experiment than a universal truth. While there are some within the community who support it, the reality is that it doesn't represent the standard across the entire Pi network. In fact, Pi's value will ultimately be determined by millions of users, each deciding individually how much they're willing to exchange it for. Let's take a moment to reflect on this. One important thing to note is that the PiCore team has never assigned an official price to PiCoin. They've been very strategic about this. Rather than imposing a top-down valuation, they understand that Pi's true value will emerge naturally from the market, driven by supply, demand, and community participation. The team's priority is ensuring that the network grows steadily, remains stable, and operates smoothly, all while leaving the value setting to the hands of pioneers like you and me. This approach highlights a key distinction. Pi's worth is fluid and will depend on how each participant views its value. The core team's role is akin to maintaining the infrastructure and health of the network, not dictating its market price. The decentralized nature of this process allows every pioneer to be a stakeholder in shaping Pi's worth, making the future value of Pi a collective decision rather than a centralized decree. So, the next time someone asks you, is Pi really worth $314,159? You'll be prepared with a nuanced response. You can smile and confidently say, well, that depends on who you're asking. It's a blend of possibilities, partly true, partly speculative, and fully dependent on the network's evolving dynamics. In the end, Pi's value isn't a fixed figure but a reflection of the collective decisions made by its global community. The excitement of Pi lies in this shared journey, where every pioneer plays a role in shaping its future. And that's what makes the Pi network truly unique. So there you have it, pioneers. Today, we've unraveled the fascinating debate surrounding the GCV value of Pi. While some in the Pi network community see Pi as being worth $314,159, it's not quite a universal truth. The value of Pi is fluid and will ultimately be shaped by the market and individual users. It's a fun and evolving story that we're all part of. If you found this deep dive helpful, don't forget to smash that like button, share this video with your fellow pioneers, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring you the latest updates on Pi network and beyond. What do you think the true value of Pi is? Drop your thoughts in the comments section below. We'd love to hear your perspective. And if you have any questions or contributions, feel free to share them in the comments as well. We're all in this journey together. Thanks for watching, pioneers. Stay tuned for more insights, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep that Pi spirit alive.